Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of what I colored in whatever month, and this is September's version. And this one is a little bit different because I actually have a lot of presents and things that don't live here anymore, so I can't actually show them to you, except for the photos at the end. So I'll just show you what I can. So the first thing I have is this coloring page from Mythic Beings. It is actually in the coloring book, but I just photocopied it because I knew that my husband would want to hang it on the wall. So this is his character in Elder Scrolls Online. She actually has an outfit that looks almost exactly like this, and I colored it exactly how he has it colored in the game. Like, you can dye your outfits whatever color you want. So I colored it exactly as I could. And I think in the original drawing, these aren't actually pants, but, you know, I made her have pants because she has pants in the game. And so they're poofy, I want to say like belly dancer pants, but this doesn't quite make sense. But yeah, and then she's got the belt thing. So it really looked like her, and his character's an elf too. And I matched it as much as I could. And he really liked it, so I'm glad that worked out. And I hope the colors are all right. It looks different in the screen, obviously, than it does in the photos. And I'll have photos at the end of this, but yeah. So that was his birthday present. The next one that I have is this one. And this one is actually really simple. I just wanted to go with a sort of plain kind of coloring, you know, kind of take my mind off of all of the very serious coloring, because when you give somebody a gift, it's very, I want to make it look nice, and so it's not necessarily like stressful, but it does take a lot more brain power than, you know, something like this where I was just like, okay, let's just color something fun. So this is from the coloring book Cute Witches by Jade Summer, and I have the PDF version, but they don't sell those anymore for some reason. But yeah, I have the PDF version, and I colored these to look like two characters from Little Witch Academy, which is an anime that I haven't actually seen, but I've seen pictures of the witches actually wearing these outfits, so that's what I went off of. I don't know how they ended up showing up in my Pinterest so much, but I see pictures of them quite a lot, so that's where the inspiration came from. That one is Diana, and the other girl's name is Akko. So yeah. And the next one that I have is not this. You think? Don't I have a thing? No, yeah, I do. The next one, excuse me. Try and mute when I cough. But this one we colored on stream together. I didn't finish it on stream, obviously, because that's a lot of work. But we did finish Buffy and One of the Gentlemen, I believe, on stream. And then I just went through and I texturized the gravestones with sort of that greenish moss kind of look, and the old stone kind of looks, because there's a lot of gray going on in here, and I really wanted to kind of capitalize on all of the different textures instead, since the colors weren't going to be very much different. So I had a lot of fun with this one. It actually went really fast too, so that was one of the things that I liked about this page. And yeah, so the other, I think it's the other three. No, it's the other two. They don't actually live here anymore. One was, you'll see it at the end of the video, like I said. It's the one with the 4 cats. It's for a friend of mine, another streamer. Her name is Rin. And I colored the cats to look exactly like her cats. So I spent a lot of time looking at her Instagram and being a bit of a creeper as I went through and tried to find the perfect photos of her cats so that I could get the fur patterns and everything correct. And, you know, I gifted that to her, you know, and I actually sent it to her. And that one is from the book called Cats and Kittens by Zenzu Creative. And then the next one, I actually don't remember the name of the book, but it reminded me of my friend Hyper, and she is also another streamer on Twitch. And I'll link both of their Twitches if I can remember. I'll link both of their Twitches. They're my friends. And I was just looking at the picture of this witch, and I thought, you know what, this reminds me of Hyper, and I don't know why, but it does. I mean, you get a feeling like that, you just kind of have to run with it. So I basically started and finished that coloring page in like an hour, but that also went to her home with her. So I don't have it anymore, but you can see the picture, and that's my little explanation. Both of those images are colored just with Copics, so Nothing, you know, overly difficult. And then this one we also started on stream. It's not actually finished. I've got 2 works in progress here. And this is the mermaid we have going on here, and I did start it on the stream, so you can see that video here on the channel, as well as over on my Twitch, which links, whatever. But I started this, and I got most of this filled in. We kind of decided a lot of the colors on the stream together, which did help out. But I had a hard time trying to envision, see the water to my satisfaction, so I had a difficult time with that. And once I got the water all blocked in, I realized just how plain it was, and that bothered me. So I drew in this diver's helmet, which it's not shaded or anything like that. I know it probably doesn't look like a diver's helmet, but it is. And I drew in this diver's helmet, and then I drew in these floating bodies in the background. I imagine that they are wrapped in trash bags or seaweed or something like that. And this is more of like a mermaid's garden. Because one of the old myths about mermaids is that they will entrap men and drown them. And so I thought, you know, this mermaid is sitting here so peaceful and yet so creepy and gross that maybe this is her showing off her garden. And I think that the diver's helmet in the forefront, you know, she captured one of these divers or something. And that's her. This is her showing off her handiwork, as it were. So you've got these ghostly figures of the floating bodies in the background. And you know, that's what I'm going for anyway. Like I said, it's nowhere near done. I have to admit that I kind of got a little bit burnt out on this because it did take so much time and so much reworking that it just kind of burnt me out for a while. But this the background is Neocolor, and then this is Inktense, and we've got some Tombow markers in here too. I did Neocolor on the bodies and the diver's helmet, but I realized it wasn't getting the coverage that I wanted, so it's Tombow marker too. And the same with the fish. Some of them are Tombow markers. And for this one, I just plain ran out of time because September was pretty busy. So I didn't get very far on my Witcher picture for the month, so I'll have to finish, again, this one. I was hoping to get 2 pictures done in September and October, so if I want to keep with that, that means October has to be full of 3 or 4 Witcher pictures, depending on how much I get done. I don't know, because I have a lot of really cool Halloween books. I have some live coloring streams planned. I have one planned for this week. There will be one on Friday, so that will be fun. And I will post about that on my social medias and everything before we go live. But yeah, Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific, I will be doing a coloring stream. And what else was I going to say? Follow my socials. Follow all the links in the panels, or the description. It's description here. And I really appreciate everybody coming and watching this video. Thank you so very much for supporting me, and I will see you again next month. Goodbye.